Hello everybody, my name is James, hope you're doing well and welcome back to another video. And today we're going to be talking about updates from practice in Bahrain. If you enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more Formula 1 content, but let's jump straight into the video. Now, when you look back on Friday in Bahrain, I think it's fair to say that you can't really take free practice 1 into account. For starters, it's not the conditions that will be used in qualifying and the race. Free practice 1 was held during the day and qualifying and the Grand Prix will be held during the evening. So the conditions then will be much cooler. And on top of that, in free practice 1, a lot of the grid wasn't there. A lot of the drivers were replaced by rookies getting their opportunities to drive cars for the first time this season. So really the best representation is FP2, and I think it's fair to say McLaren look ahead of everyone else. That car looks so good on all compounds of tyres, especially the soft tyre. I mean, those one that runs Norris and Piastri did were just incredible. So far ahead of everyone else. And I think it's fair to say that rivals have a lot of catch up to do. At the moment, it looks like Mercedes are second quickest, and two teams that appear to be struggling that you would expect nearer the front are Red Bull and Ferrari. Now, this will be especially disappointing for Ferrari because they've brought a big upgrade to the Bahrain Grand Prix. It involves their floor, and they were hoping this would bring better balance, better stability to the SF25. And speaking about that upgrade, Lewis Hamilton told Sky Sports F1, "We've got an upgrade this weekend, so I'm excited we're going to hopefully have a bit more downforce. I'm not really feeling a huge amount of issues, just with that overall performance at the moment pace-wise, which will hopefully take a step this weekend. On my side, it's rear ends of this a bit I'm struggling with, and that's about it." And as I said, this upgrade would have been aimed at, making the car have a better balance, have better stability, maybe have more efficient downforce as well. But you look at them in free practice too, and that Ferrari looked like a real handful. Both Charles Leclerc and Hamilton were suffering lockups a lot. They both suffered understeer quite a bit. It looked like there were times where they were suffering oversteer and understeer throughout the corner at the same time. So yeah, that Ferrari does look really tricky at the moment. So Ferrari have a lot of work to do. Things might improve as the weekend goes on, but at the moment, as I say, that car just looks like a real handful. But let's move on to Williams, who have received a penalty following an incident that occurred in free practice 1. Now, this was quite a scary moment between Alex Albon and Luke Browning, who was stepping into Carlos Sainz's car in FP1. Basically, Browning came across Albon, and Albon drifted across to the racing line heading into turn 13. This caused Browning to take evasive action, and that could have ended up really badly, because if Browning had gone into the back of Albon, that could have been a massive accident. As a result, the stewards did investigate this incident and have decided to fine Williams €7,500, with their statement saying, after hearing from Alex Albon, the driver stated that he had no warning of the approach of car 46 and that it was impossible to see its approach in his mirrors due to the speed of the approach and the angle of the car and the presence of a third car. The team representative stated that the engineers responsible for monitoring the situation were both distracted and failed to provide the necessary warning. In mitigation of the penalty, the stewards took into account the fact that car 46 was on an out lap and not on a push lap. However, the situation could have been quite serious in view of the high-speed delta. But that's going to be the video from me today. Thank you ever so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe for more videos, and until the next one, take care. Bye.